Hello, welcome back to Mouse Coding. Let's continue. So far we had created the JQuery income form processing, passing it into insert.php. So in insert.php we just included the database connection which we created in db.php. So db.php has we defined a host which was localhost, and then we created the variable connection which we shortened to con, and then we passed in the parameters and we connected successfully to expense monitor database. We created expense monitor database, and we created here, and we created in two tables, which was expense table and expense table. We had a structure of expense name, expense amount, total expenses, and then we had the income table, which had income name, income amount, currency, total income. Actually, I think I forgot, so let me add currency as well here in the expenses table. So we'll add the expense table. In case you've created this, for you to add something new, you need to come here. You are adding one row or column. Actually, you're adding one column, and then you select where it's going to be. So I want it to be immediately after expense amount. Then I'll click one, or click go. Then I'll just say currency. Then voucher, and give it 10. Then we are done. So if we look at the structure again, we have ID, auto incremented, and it is the key, the primary key. Then we have expense name, expense amount, currency, total expenses. So then the income table, we have this almost matches now the income. We have ID, which is primary key and auto increment, income name, income amount, currency, total income, and income balance. So getting back to the code, let's pass data into the insert.php. So we used this .cri, so we are going to serialize this form. If you don't understand that, please go and try to find the video on YouTube on what .cri mean. I'm not going to explain that. So we'll say if set host income name, we'll say income name is equal to MySQL real escape string con. We call this con. It's a connection that we did in the database. Host income expense. Then I'll just copy this and run it 2 times for the income amount. So just to highlight here, Command D. Sorry, I'm supposed to hold Command D just twice. So Command D here. Then I'll say income amount, and here I'll say Command D as well. Then add currency. Then I'll echo income amount so that you can see. Then let's get back to our browser and refresh this. Then we say income name, say cash. Then the income amount is 300. So we have gotten 300 here. So let's imagine somebody types in, instead of typing numbers, they type in anything like their name or anything. Say salary, and then they type in their name as Italy as income amount. So we'll still pass this, but we don't want correct anything apart from digits here. So let's get back to our code and prevent people passing in anything apart from digits. So we say if it does not match, so we say print match pattern. Then we put anything apart from what is in the brackets, 0 to 9, and a dot, since we want them to pass, maybe say $10.5 or $100.50 or 70 cents. So we want them to put that dot, and then it's going to be allowed. Then we'll just copy income amount, post it here, and then we'll say if it does not match, we'll echo only digits are allowed in the income field. Then we give it like a nice color. I don't know if it's color red, but it's a Bootstrap color. So we say class is equal to text danger. The text will be in blood like cat. So let's try this again. Then we'll say exit. Before we try, we exit. And else we echo the income amount. If what we've done is correct, we echo the income amount. We do this. We say cash. Then let's try the name again. Only digits are allowed in the income field. So this time we are given in that error, we will not allow them to proceed. But if they do the correct thing, say cash, say 0.75, we give them the correct stuff that we've done. So since this is working, we don't want to echo that, but want to proceed to the database. So we say now we're going to push everything that they have pushed in there to the database. We'll store it in the database. So we say SQL, we go to MySQL query, and we call the database connection con, then we say insert into income table, then we'll add the values. So in the income table, what did we have in the income table? I think we had income name and income amount, as well as the currency there. So here we're going to say income name, income amount, and currency. Then we say oh that in case we make any mistake in this, if anything is wrong in our code here, in our syntax, then this will die, will give us that error that will be. I'm going to demonstrate that error so that you can see what I'm talking about. Then in our income table, if you look at the structure, there is total income, and there's also income balance. So income balance is we're going to create a function in JavaScript that will call, which will calculate the expenses, the total expenses less the total income. Then we're going to update our income balance. So for now we can forget about this, but the income total in our code here, we haven't inserted the income total, but we can do something like this. So we're going to select the income amount as the sum, then we're going to update the table, the income table with the we're going to update the income or the total balance this the total balance, so the total income with the sum of the income amount. So let me write the code, then we test it, then you understand it better. So say query equal to MySQL query on select in that space here, select sum income amount as total amount from income table. And we say row equal to MySQL fetch array query, and have total amount equal to row total amount. This we have created a new row, or yes, a new row in the income table, which we have given a name which we have given a name of total amount, and it will be a sum of all the income amounts that we are pushing in there. It will add them up and then give us a sum. Then that we have pushed in this total amount variable. Then we need to update this same income income table. So we say update is equal to MySQL query call update total income, update income table, set total income equal to total amount. I think we're done with the setting. We'll see that the income table will be updated. Okay, before it is updated, let's push in something, then I'll comment on this so that it doesn't process, and I'll just echo total amount so that you can see what we're talking about. So echo total amount. So if you refresh, so we say cash at bank, so it's going to be, say, 2,350, and we submit. So we have 2,350. If we go to our table, income table, we have 2,350. The currency is dollar. Total income is 00. Income balance is 00. So now I'm going to add another one, but then I will comment this. I'm going to delete this, then I'm going to uncomment the update so that you can see that the total amount or the total income is updated. So let's get back to our browser. Then I'll say 3,550 again. It's showing nothing because I didn't let it display anything. But if we go to our table, we refresh, we click on browse again, we will see that salary is now total income is now the addition, this one plus this one is the total income. Then the income balance will be a deduction of the total income minus the total expenses from the expenses table. This is what it's going to be, the income balance. When you add up your expenses, then they'll be coming out, will be subtracted from the total income that's what. I think everything is working out in the insert. So let's now go create we process the expenses form. So the expenses form, we're going to create another jQuery $pounds expenses form dot submit. chain e, so it's e dot event default. Then I'll just copy this, paste it here. Then I'm going to change, so this tells I'll copy this and change this one. So as you can see, I've just changed here. I haven't changed the URL, the inset. The other stuff is the same. We're using .uri, we're using method as well. Then we're also calling the everything that we push in there back to display in the results. See, in the results div. So we're still going to use the inset, but we're going to use parameters or input parameters from the amount, from the expenses form. Sorry, from the expenses form. So we're going to say expense amount. We'll copy this. Then we get back to inset.php. After this, we will add, or we can even add a note to ourselves, say expenses processing. Then we say if inset post expense amount is equal to SQLi view escape string con post it's giving me this error. Okay. It's supposed to be like that. Yes. I'll paste it 2 times. Then I say amount name. Then this is going to be currency. This is the beauty of Sublime Text. It helps you you type your code fast actually. So with the echo expense amount. Back here, I say one of the expenses rentals. Then we're typing something. So it's giving us that information. So imagine if here you had pushed in say 1,000 as your income, then here you write that. How will this understand each other? So it's not going to communicate. So we need to validate this using PHP and just tell the user that keys only digits are allowed in here. So we'll display that here as well. So let's get back. So we say if pretty much subject is expense amount, and we say echo. We'll just copy the other message that you wrote so that we can spare ourselves some time writing the same thing. Expense amount field. Then we exit. So that's it. It's not processed anymore. Otherwise, if this passes, then we will insert into the expenses table. We say SQL equal to MySQL third colon insert into expenses table. Then we add now the values. So if I remember well, there was expense amount, expense name, and expense amount. Then we had currency, then we had total expense. So we had total expenses, but we're not going to add the total. We don't know the total expenses that when you push in one thing, it's not going to give you the total expense. So you need to add all the expenses and then push them back to the total expenses in the expenses table. So we're going to do like we did with the income. First we'll push on die. That when we make an error, it gives us that error. SQL error. So we select first. Select equal to SQL query all. Select all from expenses table. Let's copy this. Now to type it again. Equal to SQL fetch asset select. Wow, it's actually writing something else. What I'm supposed to do is this. Supposed to say select sum total of expense amount as, give it a name as all expenses from expense table. Then we say all expenses raw all expenses. Then this, we have pushed everything that we will be adding, the expenses amount, all the amounts that we're putting in the expenses table will be added and they will be named as the raw expenses or expenses actually. Now we want to update that that total amount into the total expenses row in the expenses table. So now we're going to say update equal to SQL query connection update get expenses table set total expenses set total expenses equal to all expenses or die. This gets to update the total expenses. So let's try this. We see what we have. First, let's look at we have nothing in here, but we have something in our income table. So let's push in rentals. Then the amount would be say 1,200 200.10. So we submit. Column count doesn't match value count at your 1. So this is the beauty of adding or die, because it gives you it tells you that the column count. So it is telling us, in short, it is saying when we are trying to insert into the expenses table, we have columns like 1, 2, 3. So these columns in the value, it is not matching what we have here in the the values actually are not matching what we have in here. We have 1, 2, 3, and in the values we have nothing. We have zero. We forgot the neighborhood, so that you can see that we make errors. When we make errors, if you did not use the die here, so it was not going to show us anything, or it was not going to show us. It was going to give us an error, but it was not going to show us exactly where the error is. So let's put in up our values, which we have, which is expense name, expense amount, and currency. Then we can go back and say tuition fees, and we pick it at 1,300 and we submit. You can see that there is no error that is popping up, meaning we're okay. If we go to our table and then we click on browse, or you can refresh, we'll see what is happening. So expense amount is 1,300 and the total expense is 1,300. So let's see if we add another expense, what totals we're going to have here. So we'll say rent, take that 1,200. Then we add, so here we already have 1,300. 1,300 plus 1,200 is supposed to give us 2,500. So let me refresh as a total expense. Okay, you can see it is giving us 2,500. So far, so good. We are able to insert everything into the expenses table.